Oh yes, the movie, of course. Right, it's Godzilla! It looks like a Godzilla, but due to international copyright law, it is not. So, what's next for the great Miles Edgeworth, huh? Wait, you are serious about not being a prosecutor no more, ain't you?
Yes, I am. No longer a prosecutor. It's hard to believe, and yet...
I can't stop thinking about what Mr. DeKiller said.
Me either.
Congratulations on another case solved. Yet I can't truly say it's been fully resolved, can you?
This isn't over. We still don't know who the mysterious figure in the red raincoat at Gourd Lake was. Or who really wrote that letter. We've been dancing to someone else's tune the whole time, but whose?
Still can't let it go, huh? You're like a dog with a dang bone, the both of y'all are. Well, I got me some reportering to do, so I'll catch you some other time, I guess. Wow, you have a new story to chase already? Trying to patronize me, girl? You bet I got new stories, more than you can shake a stick at. A good report always has 3 or 4 leads bubbling away on the old scoop pot. Somebody, please! Well, what now? Hello, Penny. Please, you have to help me.
Do I know her? What's the matter? Has something happened?
There's a body. It looks almost like a monster might have.
A monster?
Well, help be. Anyone else smell the sweet, sweet smell of scoop soup? This way. Hurry. What's that run animation? Oh dear. What's happened now?
What indeed? I suppose there's only one way to find out.
Huh? These look like... Yep, footprints. This right here's photo gold.
Footprints? How big would a creature have to be to leave prints like these?
Mr. Edgeworth, look.
What? Shilong Lan? What's he doing here?
Wait, the guy on the floor, that's...
No. Dijun Wang, the president of Zheng Fa. Agent Lang!
Mr. Prosecutor, how'd you get here so quick?
What's going on here?
You don't think that's exactly what I'm trying to figure out myself?
Can't blame him for being on edge, I suppose. The leader of his country is dead. Speaking of which... the body's laying inside one of the footprints. What on earth happened to him?
Monster?
Monster?
What the heck else you want me to say, huh? Them right there's monster prints, mister. The big old bad old Tartarosaurus done stomped right through here. I ain't never been sure of nothing.
What? And I suppose you mean you are sure?
This right here's a scoop the scoop.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. This right here is a scoop to scoop all other scoops and bury 'em 10 feet deep. Man trampled by giant monster. They'll leave that with every paper from here to Honolulu.
Ridiculous. There's no such thing as monsters. Wait. You're the assassin we've been looking for?
In a sense, yes. A certain someone did indeed hire me to carry out a contract. And that contract indeed specified I was supposed to assassinate President Wang.
Did you finally manage to...
You! Did you discover the body? Yes, that's,
What are you doing, Agent Lang?
Lang Zi says... Begin at the beginning, with the first person to arrive at the scene. Well, did you really just discover the body? Yes. Hey, go easy on her. Can't you see she's scared?
I don't think he's in the mood to go easy on anybody.
Nobody's getting it easy today. Do you have any idea who it is that's lying dead over there? That's President Wang, the leader of Zhangfa.
Please, Agent Lang, you don't seem your usual self, in more ways than one, in fact. When we first met, you had more underlings than I could count, and you were known for your unrivaled arrest rate and cool head under pressure. Now the underlings are gone and you've forgotten the fundamentals of police work. What happened?
What did you just say?
Shouldn't you be looking over the scene instead of accusing the first person you ran into? Or is it me who's forgotten the fundamentals?
I don't need you to tell me how to do my job. I was just about to get started.
Good. Seems we've calmed him down a little.
We should look around too, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, I think we should. At least until the police arrive. I'm not strictly supposed to conduct investigations anymore.
Don't know what I need to do no looking around. I done told you who did this. It was Tartasaurus, so my name ain't Lotta Hart. Wait, not who did this, what did it? There.
Are you quite finished? We have an investigation to be getting on with. Step aside, please.
You can't order me around no more, mister. You step out of my dang way, more like it. You don't mess with these here scoop of mine, they'll be hell to pay and then some. Excuse me?
The woman who found the body. Where do I know her from?
You're Mr. Edgeworth, right? Do you remember me?
Oh, of course. We met on, that case.
No way, you two know each other?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we do. From somewhere.
Great to meet you. I'm Kay Faraday, Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Wow, I never knew you had your adorable little assistant. I'm Penny Nichols. I work over at Global Studios. I'm in charge of props. Nice to meet you.
Ah, of course. One of my old cases involved a murder on the set of the Steel Samurai TV show. She was a member of the crew and a person of interest. Our paths must have crossed several times while this was all going on, and yet I'd completely forgotten her. It's good to see you again. So if you're here, I guess that means...
That's right. We're here on location filming for Global Studios. It's kind of a big feature to tell you the truth. I was first in today, wanted to make an early start. But then I noticed something was wrong. The footprints and the body. Ugh.
We'll take a closer look at the body in just a moment. In the meantime, can I ask you to notify the police?
Yes, of course, right away.
I'll need to speak to her at length a little later, but first let's go over the scene. There's plenty to look at beside the body. I'll need to examine everything in detail.
It's really him, huh?
It certainly appears to be. The same man we met only a few days ago.
So this time the president really did get assassinated?
If that's what happened, the assassin certainly chose an attention-grabbing method. I must scour the scene and inspect everything that catches my attention.
Huh? What's this white thing here? Wait, it's a bone. Does that mean 2 murders?
It looks more like a horn than a bone to me. No obvious wounds, but he's definitely not breathing.
So it really was a monster?
Trampled by a giant creature? Impossible.
There's something stuck to the front of his clothes here.
Yes, speckles of a yellow substance.
I bet it's monster drool. That must be it.
Please, Kay, you at least try and be sensible. We'll need forensics to tell us what it might be. That's pretty much everything the body can tell us for now. I better note it all down.
The body's surrounded by pieces of smashed up concrete.
Yes, they look to have been thrown clear when the ground was broken.
Phew! Sent flying by the mighty impact of the giant creature's foot.
Sure, assuming this was the work of a giant creature.
Look at the shape. I know a hoof when I see one. There's only one thing that could possibly be. The footprint of an enormous, terrifying beast. It's not just the one. There's 3.
But you know that's impossible, don't you? You do know monsters aren't real.
Sure, I probably know somewhere deep down. It's way more fun to believe they are.
Our job's to pursue the truth, Kay, not believing what feels most fun in the moment. Miss Nichols, where does this exit lead?
That? Oh, onto the grounds of the big building.
Yet another case with direct ties to the same building. The building with the hidden 51st floor used to store the lots for illicit auctions. I guess it wouldn't be much of a surprise if it turned out to be hiding yet more secrets. Look at that chain and padlock.
Look at that. Somebody cut the chain. They did? I'm sure it was still intact when I left yesterday.
I'd say it's possible this is where the killer entered from. What's the matter now?
Look at the huge dent. How'd that get there?
You're right, that is a big dent. It would have taken a sizable object to make that, and a heavy one too.
It wasn't like that yesterday either.
It wasn't. I guess that means the dent must have been made last night at some point.
Hey, there's a plastic sheet you can put down when you have a picnic.
They're plastic sheets, that much is true, but I don't think that's what they're used for.
Want me to explain, Mr. Edgeworth? Those are waterproof sheets. We use them to protect the camera when it's on the crane. If it starts raining while we're shooting, we can cover it up and keep going. I see, they must be pretty big, right? Oh yeah, they have to be able to cover the whole rig. Won't be much point using them otherwise. The weather was pretty patchy yesterday, so I wound up using them quite a bit. What's this big metal stick thing? Is it for climbing trees or something?
No, it's a camera crane used for filming from an elevated viewpoint. There's no camera currently attached, but it would usually be positioned at the top here.
Gotcha. Sounds perfect for casting Sounds perfect for casing a place before a burglary. Mind if I ask somebody about borrowing it?
And how do you propose to transport it if the answer's yes?
Easy. You take the bottom part, I'll take the top.
So I'm helping now?
If we go one little step at a time, we'll be back at your place before you know it.
And we'll walk it back to my house? This looks like the equipment used by the lighting department.
Oh wait, I remember there's something I wanted to ask you. Can you maybe light me up while I'm doing my next robbery? Help me look super cool?
You want me to shine a light on you while you're committing a crime?
You bet I do. What's weird about that? What's the point of doing my great thieving in the dark? Folks in the cheap seats won't be able to see a thing.
Wait, you imagine you'll be committing this robbery in front of an audience? This thing in front of the trailer here looks like a monster costume.
Huh? That's a costume? You sure the creature that made these huge footprints didn't just shrink or something?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. This thing in front of the trailer here, it looks like a monster costume. A costume! Better stop talking to some 5%.
What is it now? Can you see I'm busy? Girl needs room to work, you know.
Why are you so obsessed with the idea this was a monster attack? Monsters don't exist, surely even you know that.
What did you... You don't know what the heck you're talking about. Tartarosaurus is real, damn it. I know that for a fact.
For a fact, And how is this possible exactly?
Because I done seen him. What? You saw Tartarosaurus? Where? How? Heck yeah, I seen him. The big bad bull himself, right here in front of me. I was up on 51 over there in the big building just yesterday, right?
Gathering materials for your stall in the underground auction, yes, I remember.
Well, if you ain't just Mr. Memory Man, that's right. I done seen him right when I took that photo. The person in the red raincoat, Miss Ringer, right? Yep. Y'all see that blind spot next to little Miss Redcoat? Well, guess who's on the other side of that very moment? Tartarosaurus. There's nothing there. Well, I can't really capture every dang thing, it's just a little too far away is all. But I see it alright, boy did I. Tartarosaurus' big old eyes staring right at me, peeking through the window.
A window-peeking monster?
Anyhow, I don't got time to be shooting the breeze with y'all. I got stamps to stamp, reportage to report. Quit bugging me, will you? Go on, get.
That entire story was ridiculous.
You didn't believe a word she said, did you, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is it that obvious? Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
So, Mr. Prosecutor, we meet again.
Yes, we saw you at the detention centre the other day, too. You had some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang.
You could say that. Nothing you need to concern you, yeah, you really have a habit of showing up in the wrong place at the wrong time. You're a bad penny, a bad omen, a bad smell rolled into one. Just stay out of the way, okay? I've got a president to avenge.
You were already at the scene when we got here? Why? What were you doing in the area?
What am I, a suspect?
You might be.
Look, I heard a scream and came running, okay? Guess it was our friend from the crew. Came in from that gate over there. Somebody already got rid of the lock for me.
Not completely. I can still see it on the floor right there, but I suppose we'll take a closer look.
When I got here, I saw a movie girl running out of the other gates.
In other words, he arrived right around the same time we did. So you had business here at the big building?
Something like that. A date with destiny, let's call it.
Was he similarly enigmatic when we saw him at the He was similarly enigmatic when we saw him at the detention center.
Let me guess. You're a huge creature fan, so you came to see them filming the Totalosaurus movie? Creature features? What do you think I am?
Not the type of person who thinks a creature might have done this, I hope. I'm sorry about the president. You have my deepest condolences.
Thanks. He was a great man. Zhang Fa will be lost without him.
You and he were close, correct?
It all started when he hired my father. That was our big break. Our family kept him safe. That was our most important duty and our most sacred. He gave my father medal after medal. He had to come up with new ones just for him. In the end, there were no medals left to give, so he managed to keep us of his last will and testament. Those medals, that duty, they're our greatest pride, our family jewels. Never thought we'd be unsealing that will so soon. Wow, it sounds like your family and the president were super close. Wait, then the whole thing happened back at the lake. You weren't with the president then, right? Look, a lot happened, okay? This was all 12 years ago or more. My father and the president being friends, our family being the ones who kept him safe. He just changed one day. It's like he became a different person. Now he doesn't trust the police one bit.
I wonder what happened 12 years ago.
But regardless of what happened, I still respected him. Zhang Fa may not be a big country, but he held the place together. Damn it, what was his security detail thinking?
I imagine you've already contacted the embassy.
Of course I have, and the government, and my family. They'll be going crazy right now thinking about what needs to happen with that will. And things will be getting crazy here soon too. The bodyguards will be all over the place. If you're not a fan of trouble, I'd leave before they get here. Look, Mr. Prosecutor, these days I'm a one-man outfit. A lone wolf. They won't be letting me lead this investigation. But I've still got fangs, and I can still bite back. I'll find whoever did this. I won't let you or anybody else get in my way. I'm sorry I got a little upset before.
You were working here alone?
That's right. I came before anybody else so I could get everything ready. As soon as I walked through the gate, I saw the footprints. Master Prince first thing in the morning must have been a real shock. It was. They weren't there when I left yesterday evening, I'm sure of it.
So the footprints must have appeared late last night.
At first glance, I thought maybe they were part of the set. Then I got closer and saw somebody was lying in the middle of one of them.
You didn't notice until you were right up close?
Yeah, my eyesight just seems to be getting worse and worse lately. I think I need new glasses. I didn't notice it was a body until I was right by it, which is why I was so shocked and ran away.
That must be when we bumped into her. So you're shooting a movie? It wouldn't happen to be a Steel Samurai movie, would it?
No,
Oh.
this one's a creature feature. You know, the Dinosaurus movies, right?
I'm afraid not.
You have to forgive Mr. Edgeworth, he only cares about the Steel Samurai.
That's not...
It's alright, not everyone's a fan, but they soon will be. He's back, after 12 years of silence. The big bad bull himself, Tartarosaurus. It's the first Tartarosaurus movie in a long time, so Crew's super excited about it. And part of it is set here in the big building, so we've been shooting on location.
That explains what we saw yesterday. What's happening here? Let's go around the building. Stay calm, talk to me, kid.
Cut. I'm so sorry, we're shooting a movie. Could you,
That must be what they were filming.
So does Tartarosaurus smash the big building to pieces in the movie? I bet he does, right? Well, you like to know. But you'll just have to wait and find out in the theatre. Here, you can have this if you like.
Oh, thank you. An epic rivalry is born. Tartarosaurus versus Gordy. Gordy? Huh.
That's right, it's not his Tartarosaurus on his own this time round. He has an arch nemesis. You know Gordy, right? The monster from Gourd Lake? Yeah, wasn't everyone talking about that a couple of years back? The mysterious creature in the lake that showed up in that one couple's photo?
Not only were people talking about it, it played a major part in one of my cases. Not a name I'm too wild about hearing again.
The director is fascinated by the stories, we just heard Gordy wound up in the movie.
A little behind the times, but better late than never, I suppose.
Wait till you see the two legends tearing into each other on the big screen.
This reminds me of something I've seen already. I think we need to learn a little more about the security situation here on set. Miss Nichols, is the set kept locked overnight?
Yeah, we use one of these. A combination lock, huh? So anybody who knows the code can get in or out.
And was the lock in place when you arrived this morning?
Yep, everything was locked tight when I got here.
Who knows the combination?
Oh, the producer, the director, the crew, the actors. Basically everybody who's working on the movie.
So any member of the cast or crew could have opened the lock and entered.
What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I can't believe somebody even hurt the president. I say somebody. Maybe we should say something.
You don't really believe that, do you? That a giant creature trampled him to death?
What? Are you saying that's not what happened? Who did kill the president, huh?
It could have been any number of people. A person in this position is never short on enemies. Shady Killer himself was hired to go after him, as we know.
You're saying maybe somebody like Mr. the Killer murdered him?
I can't say anything for certain, but it's a possibility we can't discount for now.
Right, so the possibility a monster killed him. That's a monster footprint he's laying in, Mr. Edgeworth. What else could it be? And there's a horn thing right by the body, too.
A horn thing? Guess we can't say for sure it's not related to the case. Maybe we should compare it to some of the items of evidence we've found so far.
I can't believe we're around to Ancient Lang here, of all places. Seems a little out of sorts, though, huh?
He does. It's to be expected. He's from Zengfar, after all. You can't expect him to not be affected by his president's death.
Where are the guys in the black suits you always had with him? I thought they never left his side.
Where indeed? What happened, Agent Lang?
Right, let's start putting some things together.
Oops. That's not quite right. I need to reconsider the information at hand. The combination lock on the gate leading to the plaza was intact when Miss Nichols arrived, but the lock on the gate leading to the side of the big building has been cut. What does this tell us?
Easy. The killer used the side gate.
Precisely. It tells us something else important too. Namely, our culprit didn't know the number for the combination lock.
You're right. It would have been way easier to come in that way if they did. Instead, they chose the classic thieves route, the lesser-known side entrance. This is no run-of-the-mill criminal, Mr. Edgeworth. We need to keep our wits about us.
I'm not sure we should be excited by that fact, Kay. Anyway, we know that everybody working on the movie knew the combination, which makes it likely our culprit wasn't a member of the cast or crew.
Wait, that's...
You recognize it?
Sorry, I must have been thinking of something else. I really do need new glasses. I'm such an idiot.
It's really not something to get so upset about.
Ultrasounds really does have ears that split to like that.
Please don't tell me you think the president was trampled to death by Tortosaurus too.
No, I remember the movie crew, remember? I don't believe he'd ever kill anybody. No creature inside a movie should ever harm anybody outside of a movie. That's the golden rule of creature feature community.
Luckily, it's also impossible.
Tortosaurus is kind of a symbol of nature, the way he destroys the city.
That doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
He can attack with his horns, but it's not the only trick on his sleeve. He can blow out shockwaves, drown people in drool, squirt them with milk. He can suffocate them with barbecue smoke, make you little items out of leather. Those don't sound like super tough attacks. But they'll sure look good. It's our job to make sure of that.
And I hope you succeed for the sake of your entire industry.
What are you showing me that for? Curse whoever killed President Wang. I'll find them, you see if I don't.
Forgive me, Agent Lang, I didn't mean to upset you. It seems to find it hard to keep a cool head when the President's concerned. Unsurprisingly, I guess.
I can't help but feel a little sorry for him, huh? Isn't there something we can do?
Yes, let's see carefully what he has to say and try to help solve the President's murder.
What, you want to talk about Tartosaurus? With everything that's going on?
I'm certainly not saying the creature could be our culprit, but he's not unrelated to the case. If there's anything you can tell us, I'd be very much obliged.
Well, President Wang had a Tartosaurus toy from way back when. I saw it a couple times over the years. That's why I recognized it.
The stuffed toy. We saw it in the presidential plane, too.
If the leaders from other countries can have Tartosaurus, he must be famous everywhere. Dogs go bow bow in other languages, right? And cats go meow, and roosters go, cocorico. What noise would Tartosaurus make from another country make?
We don't even know what noise our own Tartosaurus makes, do we?
Why are you shoving this in my face? You gotta be careful I don't bite it.
Perhaps I better put it away.
You're not gonna fucking know anything, are you? Okay. Ah, fuck. Maybe she does then. Oh, I forgot there was only one conversation. I can't show anything to her. Sorry. Yes, seeing my pen just gave me an amazing idea. You really looked after it when I was sick, Mr. Edgeworth, really big time. I'm gonna carve you a super cool badge of my own out of an eraser. Should it be of your profile, though? Or face on? Maybe halfway in between?
Who said I wanted this super cool badge to be of my face?
Maybe go for something a little more edgy, like from underneath?
That sounds less edgy than plain surreal.
Losing my memory was like walking through a cold rain that just wouldn't stop. Getting it back, that was like... never mind, just thank you, okay?
It wasn't just me who helped you get your memory back, Kay. If you want to thank somebody, thank the person who made you write those promises down.
Thanks, Dad. But thanks to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. I feel a lot better saying that.
Could you have said it a little more quietly, perhaps? It's hardly the time or the place.
Poor President Wang. We thought a fake assassination attempt only for him to be killed by a real one.
Yes, it's a tragedy. But he's gone for good this time, there's no denying that. All we can do for him now is help solve the mystery of how he met his fate.
You're right, let's give him the send-up he deserves.
I think he means send off, but yes, let's.
Hey, I'm a great thief. I totally sympathize. If you feel you're gonna grab something, you should just go ahead and grab it, even if it's worthless.
He doesn't seem to think much of my little treasure.
Todrosaurus versus Gordy, what a fight that'll be! Gordy will try to swallow Todrosaurus whole, but the horns will get stuck in his throat. And Todrosaurus will try to bite Gordy, but the skin's so slimy and slippery it'll probably slide right off. That one's really gonna get my heart pumping, I can tell already.
It is. I fail to understand young people these days. Okay. What am I missing then? I've spoken to everyone, showed them everything. No sign of anything else to look at. Ah, deduce. Okay. Deduce what? Are they really footprints? No. Okay. Something on the ground near the... Ah, alright, okay. This could be one of Tortoros's horns, couldn't it?
You're right, it totally could. Maybe it's part of a prop from the movie.
If it is, it must be for something pretty big, judging by the size. What's it doing on the ground here?
We should some our crew, maybe they'll know.
This horn, do you recognize it?
Huh? Oh, that's one of Tortoros's horns. For a model we use for promotional stuff. Where'd you find it?
On the ground near the side entrance.
That's weird. They did a replica of Tortosaurus's head up on the roof of the trailer over there.
And it's quite large, I assume?
Yeah. Well, not as big as the real thing, obviously, but still pretty big. Just up there, see? Right there.
That really is big. I think I have what I need now.
There we go.
Both the dent in the fence and the broken horn weren't there yesterday according to our witness, which leads me to wonder.
Do you think the giant Tortoise head could have...
I do. I think it could well have rolled off the trailer roof and landed in the lot below. It seems more than possible, and also means... There's no sign of a murder weapon anywhere.
Oh yeah, there isn't.
Now, this is still only a possibility. If the Tortoise head somehow fell from the roof up there...
That could totally kill somebody for sure.
Miss Nichols, would you mind if we take a look up on the roof of the trailer?
You want to go up there? Sure, I don't see why not. Knock yourself out. But not literally. The steps can be kind of slippery.
Alright, I'm done here. I found out what I need to know for now. What might that be, I wonder?
Move on, man.
What did you say to me? You need to learn some manners, kid.
No, you need to learn when you're in the way. Quit whining and get out of here.
What the?
I'm so sorry about him. Sean, apologize to the nice man. Not Cody then, okay? Come on, Sean, you know you can't speak to people like that. Whatever. Who the heck was he? A policeman, that's who. Why'd you antagonize him like that? I thought there was going to be trouble for a second there.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody stand up to Agent Lang like that.
Let me introduce you all. Everybody, this is Sean Fenn, the leader, the star of the movie we're making.
The star? This little boy?
Hi there, I'm Kay Faraday. It's great to meet you. Sean, this is Miles Edgeworth. He's a prosecutor. A prosecutor? That's right, a pretty famous one at that. If he's a prosecutor, where's his badge?
He certainly doesn't pull any punches.
Oh, you, might not want to get too close, Sean.
She's right, it's no sight for a child. But he's involved with all this nonetheless. I need to speak with him.